I think there must be root and branch reform of the police institution, and this can't be done without political will. And I don't see that the current government has got the political will to reform the police, because I think in some ways it suits them that the police behave in a certain lawless way, because we know that the authorities also use the police to suppress dissent, political dissent.
This will only end if there is systemic reform. We have to reform the system. The current systems are breaking down. The police themselves cannot deal with abuses of power within the system. That's been the fundamental flaw. We need an IPCMC. We need an independent body outside the police, fully equipped and staffed to deal with abuses by the police. This is what modern democratic societies have. We recognize that. This country doesn't have it. This is the reform we need. The inquest verdict also shows we need fundamental reform with our judiciary. And really, but my main concern is, the question I think all of us need to ask is, does the current government of the day, the Barisan Nasional, have the political will to carry out these reforms? And this is where it's sad to say, I think the clear verdict is that no, they don't. They don't have the political will to reform. And this is the decision the citizens of Malaysia must make.
The police intimidation will continue as long as there's political support for the police to continue. So, one thing is connected to the other. If you want to end this, you have to get government to stop it. And if government is not prepared to stop it, then I think we all know what we have to do.
No, I think we have no choice. The people and parliamentarians have to push for the IPCMC. We are now long overdue, and the government is pussyfooting on the issue. So any amendment to the law to soften the role of the police is not acceptable. We really have, time has come for us to implement the IPCMC. There's no choice around it.
Thank you so much.
That's the only way to regulate the police and to control the police.
And as long as they bend to the wishes of the government, intimidation will not end. That's the only weapon they have against the Rakyat. Get rid of BN. And then I think the people will be telling our politicians what they want.
The decision on the court was a big disgrace, while admitting that Gunasegaran was badly treated, was manhandled, was beaten. It could have been one of the reasons for his death, but the decision was inconclusive. It's an open verdict. So in the end, even if they were to say that actually it's an open verdict, but they should have taken action against the police officer or the lance corporal that was identified as being the person responsible for beating him up. But when they just leave it hanging like that, then it becomes like you're giving them a license to do as they wish, and this is the problem. So we don't have the check and balance. It seems like the courts are working hand and glove with the police.
Saya datang dari Kuala Selangor, daripada pejabat parlimen. Alhamdulillah, begitu sambutan yang begitu baik daripada rakyat yang inginkan keadilan, yang menentang kezaliman daripada pihak polis.
I'm Sulin.
What is your purpose of coming here this morning?
I actually heard about this through a Facebook page. Cheryl Tan, she's a mutual friend of mine, and I'm actually on a gap year at the moment. I don't have any real purpose, but I feel quite strongly about Selvach's detainment, so I thought I would come along.
Don't you think you're too young to be involved?
No. I'm turning 20, and you're never too young to support a cause that you think is worthy.
You must be a courageous young lady then.
I'm inquisitive, I guess. I don't know about courageous.
To support justice, to uphold justice. And just because they are just common people like me, it doesn't mean their case shouldn't be brought up. No, it will not end soon. In fact, there was a protest like 6 years ago for also the same death in custody, and nothing has been done. But I think we shouldn't give up though. I think we should continue voicing our dissent.
If you have it your way, how do you think you can change it?
Major reforms.
Until the political powers in this country are held by men and women who will respect the rakyat, it will not end. the police in a sense are merely responding to the manner in which the political powers in fact treat the rakyat. With scorn, we're getting the same from the police, absolute scorn.
When you've got a government that has the political will to bring about change. And I think that's the biggest challenge for the Malaysian public to realise their responsibility in the coming general elections to make sure that there is change. In the meantime, keeping up public pressure such that people are increasingly aware how their civil rights are being abused.
Ingin memberitahu kepada isteri, kita telah berjaya mengumpul sedikit wang sebanyak RM1,140 hari ini. Sebagai tanda sokongan, wang itu mungkin kecil tapi kita minta isteri bersabar untuk tabah hati. Kita akan berjuang bersama untuk memastikan bukan sahaja suami beliau tetapi mana-mana tahanan yang ditahan dan ditindak seperti begitu.
Thank you very much for helping me. Dia kata terima kasih kepada semua yang datang and also to media, and she just want husband to be released as soon as possible.
They came back to confirm that he has been detained in IPKKL, and the officer in charge is one person by the name of ACP Kang. And apparently he was arrested under the Dangerous Drugs Act Special Preventive Measures, which has got exactly the same features of an ISA, which is basically detaining someone without trial. And what will happen is that in that kind of situation, Selvach can be kept for 60 days, and then he will be referred to the Minister and the Minister of Home Affairs, and that is Hishamuddin. So this matter will not be brought to the court, it will be brought before the Ministry. So the Ministry is in charge of it. And this is what we are perplexed, because when we earlier brought this issue, the Minister actually said that he's going to let the police do their job, as though he's not responsible and has nothing to do with it. Obviously, when they arrested him, they've already expressed that intention to keep him for 60 days, which means the Minister is directly involved from the beginning. So the fact that he was arrested in such a violent manner, beating happened and we have witnesses for that, neighbours saw, not just the wife, the children saw, then we know for a fact that he could very well be beaten still in detention. So we're not going to take any chances. We're still trying to find out whether we can get a direct line access to the ACP in charge, because they just gave us just a normal general line which we got.